Okay, so this will be a quick tutorial on how to use the LaTeX template for thesis, licentiate and doctoral thesis. So you'll find it on the common server, and I have a copy of the template in this folder here. So here you see the content. This is the main file. This is the one that you will compile. And kappa is the, well, as the name suggests, this is where your kappa is, so this is where you will be writing for the most part. And then there are some additional files that I will go through later on. This is the style file, the class file, and here are some example references that you can use to see how it works. And first of all, I will show you how to compile the template from the command window. So in Windows, I guess the easiest way is to do that is to hold down your Shift key over the folder that you want to start your command window in, and you right click, and then you choose Open Command Window here. And we can just list the files, see that it's the right folder. It seems to be correct. Okay, so what you want to do is that you want to compile this file using PDF-LaTeX. So we do that by typing PDF-LaTeX and then space and then the name thesis, and hit enter, and it should compile. Okay, so as you see here now, we get these warnings that we need to run or rerun Biber on this file, and Biber takes care of the references. So Biber is a separate program, so you should have this installed. If you have LaTeX installed, which is with a fairly recent distribution of either MikTeX or TeX-Live, you should have Biber installed as well. And this one, as I said, takes care of the references. Because when we compile it now the first time, as you saw here, all these files were created, and one of which is the PDF file itself. So if you open this one up, it misses some features, one of which is the first of all, there are no bookmarks, and if we go to page 1, this is the kappa part, and here are some citations to references. And now currently these are only the citation keys that you will see in the text file, so it doesn't list the references but only the citation keys. So we need to resolve that, and we do that by using Biber. Okay, so to do it, we just replace PDF-LaTeX with Biber, and we hit enter. And as I said previously, we need to rerun LaTeX, so we do that. Okay, and now you see we get an additional warning that we need to rerun it once more. And now we don't get any of those warnings anymore, so now we should have a PDF that should be complete. So if we open this one up, now we have the bookmarks, and we also have the references. So if you go to page 1, here you now see the references that are listed, and there are also links to the reference section. Okay, so this is how you compile it. So what's perhaps new or different is that you need to invoke this Biber command instead of bibtex, which is the earlier version of the reference system in LaTeX. Okay, but obviously you will not compile it using command line because it takes a lot of time, so typically you will use some sort of editor. So now if we remove all of these files except the source, and then we instead open this file in a text editor, so I'm using TeXmaker as an editor. I think this is a very easy to use editor, and it has a lot of nice features. So if you haven't used it, I suggest that you at least try it out to see if you like it. Okay, so if you use this editor, you will need to make a small change do that by go to Options and Configure TakeMaker. And by default, if you go to list this line, it will say bibtech space percentage sign. And this is the only thing you need to change. So here instead you need to replace bibtech by Biber. And also if you tick this box where you use a build subdirectory, you will need to add build / before the percentage sign. And what this option does is that it well, as you saw previously, when we compile, all the files ended up in this folder, and it gets very quickly very messy. So if you use this tick box, it puts all the stuff in a separate subfolder, which you will see in a minute. But the only thing that you will need to change in the editor is to replace bibtech by Biber. Okay. So now when we compile, we use the quick build option here and then hit the arrow, and it compiles. So now if we go into the folder here, so now you see that we have this subfolder, and this is now where all the stuff ends up, including the PDF. And when you hit this this arrow here, this is equivalent with what we did previously by typing PDF and then the name of the tex file. So this is what the editor does. So when you hit the arrow, it invokes this command line. Okay, so as you see now, so this is equivalent of the first compilation. So you can see now that the references are missing. So we need to resolve those, and we do that by changing from quick build to bibtech. So now if you look down here, when I hit the arrow, it will say Biber. So when we hit the arrow, it says Biber at the bottom, and then it's ready. So this was the same as when we typed this Biber. Okay, and then we need to recompile with PDF LaTeX. So we go back to quick build option and then compile 2 times. Okay, so now we have the references as they should be. Okay, so this is how you compile the template, and in the second part I will go through briefly how the template is set up and how all the different files are tied together.